Hey friends, we have spent the last few days here in Vancouver checking out the incredible neighborhoods and dining on some really affordable options. Sit back, relax, and check out what we had. Roll that tape.
In today's video, we're going to show you the meals we recently enjoyed on our trip to Vancouver. We'll also spend some time covering our highlights on this trip and the various things we found interesting while there. Feel free to skip ahead to see the food items we're highlighting today, or use the chapters below in the description. As always, if you like our content, please give us a like and subscribe. We appreciate each and every single person's support. We'll start on Davie Street, conveniently located near our hotel with a bakery named Breka Bakery and Cafe. Breka is all over Vancouver, with multiple locations that are open 24/7, making them a convenient safe haven for a late night coffee and treat. The assortment here is just unreal, just like you would hope to find at a cafe like this. There are pastries, cookies, bread, cake, and of course a gallery of sandwiches I hope to become familiar with someday. Breka sandwiches are not, the centerpiece of any extravagant meal. They're affordable. And hey, today, that's impressive in of itself. But they can also be fantastic. A chicken salad sandwich on rosemary cheddar sourdough, doesn't that sound great, turned out to be pleasantly flavorful. Not to discredit the egg salad or breakfast croissant we also enjoyed. Our multiple visits are proof this one is worth it. Now Breka isn't a hidden gem, their convenience is their strongest asset. But every single thing we had at Breka was great and easily worth the cost. Downtown Vancouver has a lot of street food. You'll see trucks and stands pretty much everywhere, and a good variety of options too. Tacos, shawarma, barbecue dosas, lemonade, gelato. So it's no surprise that one of Vancouver's best breakfast sandwiches comes from a food truck. Crack On is simply incredible. A freshly served breakfast sandwich out of a truck is actually spectacular. There are options here for those who enjoy pork, beef, or chicken. Now I tried the crack sandwich with sausage, but you can get it with bacon. And it comes with jalapenos, Havarti tomato relish, a freshly cooked egg. Listing ingredients isn't enough. You have to smell it to believe it. And when I hear others talk about great food truck experiences, I'll be honest, I haven't had that many, so I have to imagine this is what they're talking about. So check their website to see where they'll be this week. But if you're a breakfast sandwich kind of human being, like I am, this is the place to get one. When you talk about going to Vancouver, others will quickly tell you to visit Gastown, and with good reason. This historic area is the beating heart of downtown Vancouver and has been since 1867. Today, it plays home to shops, restaurants, cafes, hotels, and one extremely popular steam clock. The clock was established in 1977 to commemorate the community. That's only half the story. It was also erected on a steam grate to prevent the local homeless from having a warm place to sleep. Oh, and it's not steam powered at all. The clock itself runs on electricity. The pipes on top run on steam. And here's it making sounds that I totally knew about ahead of time.
Does it do it on the hour or the half hour?
I do not know.
That's crazy.
I've been down here 4 times and
You've never seen
I
it.
didn't know it was going to do that once. Our first stop in Gastown is going to be Meat and Bread. You guessed it, much like everything else I've had so far, Meat and Bread specializes in, sandwiches. They have a tight menu, which I appreciate. Less options for me to make a mistake. And atop the menu is a freshly carved porchetta sandwich. That's right, freshly carved. You can get it with mustard and hot sauce, which I did, and it's served on a nice bread. This was good. The porchetta was extremely flavorful and tender. The salsa verde brings the herbs, and it's fresh. And the hot sauce and mustard were complementary to an already tasty sandwich. It's a bit of a messy symphony underneath the top bun, so this is a sandwich better consumed than stared at for too long. To go along with the sandwich, you can pick up a dip or a fancy soda. Meat and Bread has multiple locations in Vancouver, along with one in Calgary and one in Austin, Texas. Staying in Gastown, and within our theme of the anti-Atkins diet, we visit a prestigious BC bakery. Purebread's roots began at the Whistler Farmers Market, where they were dishing out homemade bread to friends and family. Today, they're still making bread, and a whole lot more. Whether it's cake, bread, pastry, or a cookie, Purebread is serving up magic. Trust me, we know firsthand. Each and every single thing we got, whether it was the OMG brownie or Morning Glory pastry or this slice of cake, was amazing.
That is so good. That's peanut butter, banana, kind of a caramel drizzle goodness. This was it. Purebread. No, I have heard purebred before.
Oh, and they have an outpost at the Vancouver International Airport, along with various other places throughout BC. This gave us one more opportunity to try their famous scones before we headed back to Toronto, and they were fantastic. Not that we were expecting anything less. No dry scones here, Larry David. Look out for their monthly featured scone. This is a great place to treat yourself.
Vibe check. How you feeling?
This is some leg there, leg in that.
If you're ever in Vancouver, Davie Village is a great area to visit. It's an area of the city that offers both visitors and locals a unique experience of Vancouver, filled with diversity and inclusivity. It's home to Vancouver's Gay Village and plays host to their annual Pride Parade. Davie Village is also a food haven. If you want a patio, you can find one. If you want takeout, you can get some. If you want a diversity of different foods and cuisines, there's a lot to find here. Admittedly, we kept ourselves to a fairly limited wheelhouse when it came to our food selections, mostly to keep our meals under $20. So when it came to making our next choice, we knew we had to get some sushi. Tom's Sushi hasn't been around for very long. Since 2019, they've been serving affordable yet premium sushi to the residents and visitors of Davie Village. The crowd in front was a clear sign this was gonna be a good spot. The menu combines traditional Japanese flavors with local West Coast elements, offering a unique dining experience. Now, we kept our choices simple, but the flavors and texture were anything but. It was fresh, savory, a delightful crisp of the veggies, and all for a very affordable price. Tom's Sushi may not be the most bombastic choice you can make, but it's one of the best ones if you're working with a budget. Staying on Davie Street, you're likely going to find the best poutine in Vancouver. Actually, you're likely to find two of the best poutines in Vancouver. La Belle Patate is not where we tried, but it is commonly referenced as the most Quebecois accurate poutine in the city. Further down on Davie Street is Fritz European Fry House. This is where we went. Fritz keeps fries at the center of its menu. They've got hot dogs and other sides too, but the fries are the main show here. The poutines come in a few different sizes and a few different ways. We stuck with a regular sized, regular ingredient poutine. And it was a knockout. The portion is generous, the texture and flavors are near definition-esque. The fries are crispy, that gravy is transcendent, and the cheese is on point. Yes, it could use more squeak if that's what you're looking for, but I'm not that picky. La Belle Patate or Fritz, you really can't go wrong with either choice. And hey, they're conveniently located near each other, so if you want to put your heart to the test, go for it, young man. Go for it. Next, we'll take a stroll through Hawaii to... Wait a second. That's not Hawaii. Starting to realize why people love this place so much. English Bay, which bears some similarity to more tropical locations around the world, is also home to one of Vancouver's largest beaches. The vibes here are totally chill and relaxed. For a lot of people, a sun-kissed kind of day at the beach ends with a burger. That's why we chose Vonn's as our next spot. Vonn's describes themselves as laid back. Online, they're described as a hotspot that can get very busy. Their hamburgers, which we enjoyed, were perfect for the setting. But the story goes that their chicken sandwich is just as acclaimed. We love this spot. One thing we would have liked to see is some alcoholic beverages on the menu. A beer would have been a great partner to this burger, but I get it too. It's a small restaurant, and you probably want those seats turning over pretty quickly. Either way, if you're looking for a burger, this is a good place to get one. Our final food stop took us to Yaletown, or near it at least. Yaletown, for reference, is a historic neighborhood with a history connected with the CP Railway. Its name, Yaletown, is in reference to the fact that most of the employees who worked here were resettled from Yale, British Columbia. Today, it's anchored by a commercial area housed with restored warehouses that now play home to restaurants, cafes, and shops. It's a pretty area that has no shortage of happy hours and patios. A little outside of the commercial riffraff is Straight Out of Brooklyn Pizza. They have slices ready for order, or whole pies for communal consumption. I got the pepperoni 150 slice, where there's supposed to be an abundance of pepperoni on your slice, and there was. It was good. A Neapolitan style with no flop, very New York. The inside was themed with Brooklyn, New York art and photos. Just added to the atmosphere of a really great spot for a good slice. If you're looking for another option, consider AJ's Brooklyn Pizza Joint. No footage here, but this was a pizza we picked up on our last day in Vancouver. We got a margarita and no notes, absolutely none. It was so good. Their menu is vast too, with pies being served in a variety of different ways. We were a big fan. Excellent pizza.
Oh, hey guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up, click that subscribe, and comment below if there are some favorite spots in Vancouver that we missed, because we might be back.